All right, here we go. Day 2, Pythagorean theorem, Pythagorean triples, and the Pythagorean inequality theorem. So, Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. C squared is the most important. It must be the hypotenuse, which is across from the right angle. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's how you find the third side of a right triangle if you are given two sides. All right, let's start. Here, I have a triangle. Well, two of the legs are 8 and 6. The hypotenuse is x. Again, I always go like that. That is my hypotenuse. 8 and 6, it doesn't matter where they go. I square those, add them together, I get 100. I take the square root of both sides, I get x is 10. All right, done. Next one, I'm going to go 16 squared equals 12 squared plus what squared? I'm going to square 16, get 256, subtract 144, and I'm going to get 112. Now, I can ask for two answers here. I can ask for it to nearest 10, so you just plug in your calculator. Second square root 112, I get about 10.6. Or we could break it down. 112, right? So 112 can go, what, 16 and 7, which is 4 square root of 7, if I ask for that answer in simplest radical form. All right, let's keep going. Next one again, there's my hypotenuse. X squared, square root of 3 squared plus square root of 6 squared. If you plug that in your calculator, square root of 3 squared. If you square a square root, cube a cube root, fourth a fourth root, they cancel out. So I get 3. 6 equals that. So I get 9 equals x squared. So x is 3. All right. Here's a little word problem. 512. What is the hypotenuse? So I go 5 squared plus 12 squared equals what squared? All right. I add those up. And I get x is 13. That's actually your first look at a Pythagorean triple, 5, 12, 13. All right, let's look at this last one. We have an isosceles right triangle. These two sides are the same. So I'm going to go x squared plus x squared equals 2 square root of 3 squared. X squared plus x squared is 2x squared. We have two of them, so I get 4 times 3, which is 12. 2x squared is 12. Divide by 2, I get x squared is 6. So I'm going to get x equals the square root of 6. All right, so that's the Pythagorean theorem. How do we find the third side of a right triangle? Now comes our triples. It's just a pattern. The quicker you memorize it, 3, 4, 5. Right? If I see a right triangle, 3, 4 are the legs, I automatically know the hypotenuse is 5. It will work, always. 6, 8, 10 is the 3, 4, 5 doubled, or any multiple of them. 5, 12, 13, that is a new one. 8, 15, 17, 7, 24, 25. You must memorize these. 8, 15, 17, 5, 12, 13, and 7, 24, 25. These are the triples or any multiple of them. All right, it just makes your life easier. If you see two of those sides, right, they should work. All right, and the last one, the Pythagorean inequality. So we're just going to assume we're going to do the Pythagorean theorem. We're not going to assume it's a right triangle. We're just going to use the formula. If when I use the right triangle, I get a squared plus b squared is greater than c squared, this triangle is acute. If I do a squared plus b squared and get less than c squared, this is obtuse. If we get a squared plus b squared equals c squared, it's a right triangle. So, for instance, I give you this one. So I'm just going to draw something that looks like a right triangle. 3, 4, 6. So I'm going to go 3 squared plus 4 squared is 6 squared. 9, 16, 25, 36. Let me take out the equal sign because we don't really know, right? Now we know that 36 is bigger. This is going to be an obtuse triangle. All right, next one, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8, right? Obviously, 8 has to be the larger side. 8 squared, 6 squared plus 7 squared. I won't put that in. So that's 36, 49. 36 plus 49 is 85. And this is 64. That's greater. This is an acute triangle. And the last one, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we just talked about that. That is a triple. That's going to be 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared. It works. This is a right triangle. I don't know why that switched colors, but that's kind of cool. We're done. So I would like you to try the next page. For homework, it's probably about 15 questions. Yay.